been working with you for 12 years, and one of the things you say on the bus when we get back from a road trip, pre-game meals, post-game meals, you go over the numbers, and the freebie war is always the big one. And really, the last 3 innings, 8 freebies. They only banged out 4 hits to rally and win this game 9-7.
Yeah, you know, and the inning, Nolan, when that inning unfolded, he was just missing. I mean, it was 3 inches off in, 3 inches off away, and then he got to climb back in and just challenge and force him to, you know, make contact. But you can't give away that many base runners, especially with a young pitching staff. You know, Crosby's a sophomore, but you got to make plays behind the young ones. John pitched very well. Yeah. Now, what his walks did, he kind of pitched around his, but what those walks do is they get their guns to the plate in crunch time moments late in the game when you flip that lineup around. But he pitched out of some jams there. He showed a little bit of life early, and then, you know, offensively, you score 7, you should win. We did strand 2 leadoff doubles without scoring. They'll come back and haunt you.
Yeah, this is a team hitting .321, as you know, going into this game, and you're giving them extra out after extra out. It's tough to win games that way.
It's tough to win games. And I told them before, I said the lineup is very balanced top to bottom. There's veteran guys, they're tough to strike out. And when you put guys on base, and with the walk or the hit by pitches, you just ask for trouble, and that's how it unfolded tonight. And, you know, even when we were up 7-2, I knew they got an offense that can generate runs. They're scoring 7 to 9 runs a game in the last 2 weeks, so they've been hot offensively, and it showed tonight.
Absolutely a positive was John. Bolin pitched really well and worked out of jams. Maybe earlier in the season he lets a walk or a hit batter or an error affect him, but he seemed to really come down. He had a lot of pop on his fastball, first of all, Rock, and second of all, he didn't let those issues bother him.
Yeah, he grew up a little bit tonight. Very proud of John, and he showed some stuff. You know, his pitch count got up, and that was the right time to get him. And then the guys coming in when you know you got to defend late in the game, and that's what we didn't do tonight.
Was Nolan trying to be too precise? We saw Santana come out and talk to him. Russ came out to the mound, and nothing seemed to really settle him down.
Yeah, he was kind of corner pitching a little bit too much, and I think, you know, the fact that you know, he's got a lot of confidence in his fastball, but so he tries to move it around maybe too much sometimes instead of boxing that thing and just challenging guys and forcing contact. You know, you see in any baseball game, there's line drives that are hit, the balls that are hit in the middle of the plate that are caught, and there's outs in there if you make guys swing, and we didn't make them swing enough tonight at the right times.
Final thing for you, back to your old stomping grounds tomorrow night in Starkville. East Carolina comes in this weekend. You're coming off a really good weekend at South Florida, and you had the momentum going for most of this game. So how do you get over a loss like this to get back onto what we saw positive in Tampa?
Well, you have short-term memory, and we talked today about keep pumping the pump, and you know, you keep pumping the pump long enough, water's going to come out, and you can't. Anytime you quit, the pump becomes unprimed, right. And now you got to keep. So we just got. That's what this club is at this point of the season, is keep grinding. You know, we talked about defensive reps that you take during BP. Every defensive rep is a game on the line rep. We got to get back to basics, and we got to do a lot with this team, with where we are in this season every day.
Thanks, Rock.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate Coach Darren Schwanreich joining us in the post-game show. Again, a 9-7 loss. And, Greg, as you mentioned, just got to turn around, put it out of your mind as we head to Starkville tomorrow night.
Jeff, you've been here a long time with the Tigers, and you've been through it with Rock, so you know exactly what that means. I mean, being able to forget a loss and really get over a victory as well. I mean, you don't want anything from the previous game clogging your mind as you get ready for the next game. It's a challenge. You got 3 ranked teams ahead. Mississippi State tomorrow night on the road, East Carolina in here this weekend at FedEx Park, Ole Miss next Tuesday at AutoZone Park. 3 ranked teams. The challenges are there, but I think if they can go in with that confidence that they went to Tampa with, and they won 2 out of 3, knowing that they're really the underdog here the next 5 games, maybe they can get back a little bit of the swagger we saw this past weekend.
All right, well, final score, 9-7 Austin Peay in 10 innings. The Tigers in Starkville tomorrow against the second-ranked Bulldogs. 6:30 first pitch, 6:15 pregame. That'll wrap it up from FedEx Park. From our broadcast partner, Greg Gasson, our producer, JT Mullen in the studio. I'm Jeff Playbold. Thanks for joining us from FedEx Park.